Hello there, folks. Hatme here, and I truly hope you guys are having a lovely day. We are playing as Axis. My ally is Rec 1K5. We're playing against the Americans, K1, and Inspector McKeeg. So it should be a lot of fun. I usually play Domination when I host, but this would be Battle Zones. And this would be mapped somewhere on the Eastern Front. I do not remember the name. I'm going to be starting with Aufklarer. These guys are scouts, and I think they belong to Support Doctrine. It's been a while. I cannot guarantee that, though. So I see that I spawn more to the right, and I'm going to take upon myself to control the central position, essentially. So I'm gonna contest the middle, and of course the right flank should be, something that I need to take. And now I changed my mind. I'm gonna put those of Claren to the right flank. You're gonna love the MG42. But again, I'm kind of contemplating, like, where do I put these guys? You can see those guys, like, having kind of fun on the left flank, I would say. And then we should worry on the center, or in the center. Enemies are already there. Those guys share a couple of nades. Luckily, we did not lose too many guys, even though I kind of bunched them up. My machine gunner gets shot. That's really unfortunate. And I'm trying to recover the DMG, if possible, but then I said, like, oh, screw that. I'm just gonna have to do something. Yeah, we killed the guy, but we see more and more enemies coming in. So we're gonna try to establish ourselves on the point. I did not do a good job microing, so I'm gonna try to get my rifle grenadier to actually fire properly. We're gonna get him into cover. And it seems like everything is okay on the right flank so far. I'm gonna get my guys into a better position. Again, we're gonna put our machine gunners in a more defensive position, and then we're gonna go with those guys forward. We bring some better infantry, and let's see if we can contest the middle a bit better. We can establish ourselves. Although there are a lot of buildings, let's see how that one goes. Those were rifle grenadiers, that's for sure. I get one. I have no idea how. But I get shot there. And, yeah, we weren't as successful. But enemies are constantly bringing more and more rifle grenadiers. They keep spamming them big time. So it seems like my ally lost the left point. I think he's trying to recover it. We'll see if he succeeds. The problem is that now Americans are, I think, are significantly better in terms of having super cheap infantry in shotgunner engineers. They're amazing in close quarters. And they literally, like, one-shot everything at this distance. We have a bit of an armor problem over there. That seems to be a Greyhound. All those nades, man. All those nades. He is trying to rush for some reason. This is just military police, and they get mowed down easily by my machine gunner. Yeah, we're gonna do some extra micro because enemies are, focusing on their rifle grenadiers. We're gonna try to do the same. I'm thinking of what to bring at this point, but yeah, no DP colon is that interesting right now. You can see my Panzer Shrek team coming in. That would be M8 also rolling for the Americans. So 2 armor vehicles, we have none so far. Yeah, those rifle grenadiers are quite annoying, to be honest. That was a really good nade, though. We take 2 of those guys out, but then we get hit again. They're putting now a lot of pressure on the central point. Luckily, they did not push much on the right. This is where we were really thin. But we are well established, and we mowed them down. So I'm just waiting, biding time, to see like if they're gonna move closer with that Greyhound or not. I completely forgot about that guy, that he's still alive. Look at this. So he is kind of dead, but because of the glitch, like he's still alive for some reason. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. We did recover Panzer Shrek, and now I'm collecting rockets for it. Let's see if we can hit that Greyhound. That was good. That was good indeed. So we did damage it heavily, but now we're gonna try to destroy it completely. Yep, that thing is absolutely gone. We have another target that's moving closer. That would be M8. M8 is way more dangerous than Greyhound simply because of, very powerful 75mm support cannon, and also has a 50 cal machine gun on it. So just like that, that thing is gone as well. So did a very, very poor job protecting those assets. And we take them out. We are bringing more infantry to the central point. Now it's a little bit easier to breathe because 2 of their vehicles are gone. We don't have to worry about them anymore. But they still have a lot of assets, and that was a shotgun shot that killed my guy from over there. Shotguns are really, really dangerous in this type of environment. And the German infantry is very expensive as well. And now we can hear a mortar firing as well. I was kind of helping my ally on the left with this one, so I'm just gonna try to put more pressure on the enemy in the center because we have plenty of infantry. We did not use any of our special call-ins. That 60mm mortar. I've seen more and more people bring 60mm mortars. I'm not sure if they are good, if this is what meta is nowadays, but I've seen a lot of people bringing them. I feel like they are more annoying than anything else. But yeah, if we talk about shotguns, they're very difficult to deal with in this type of environment. And they're so cheap. They're like 10 per soldier. And German infantry is very expensive. That was a really good nade. We destroyed, or killed an enemy anti-tank team. Again, a nice nade. Very good. There's plenty of enemy infantry coming in. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive with my positioning. I feel like I'm allowing them to enter the point uncontested for the most part, and then it's very difficult to clear them out. But that mortar and rifle grenadiers and shotgunners are not making my life easier. That's for sure. That was a great nade. You gotta love German nades. They're so reliable. And they do a lot of damage. So I can see my ally contesting the left flank, but he has only a tank for some reason. He did not bring any infantry to support him on the left. Luckily for him, it seems like both enemies are focusing on the center right now. And we're having some technical issues, but we should be back. And as we said before, I'm thinking of what to get. Heavy Storm Grenadiers come with STGs, but also with MG42s. So here I decide to help my ally on the left. If he's going to make a push, I'm going to try to help him out. We bring a supply officer. And we drop a couple of supply crates. These things are really good. If you have rifle grenadiers, you have machine gunners. This could be a lifesaver. Especially if you're not playing domination. I feel like it's really useful. But this is where I made a big mistake. Instead of kind of reinforcing my right flank, I decide to push the left one to help my ally on the left. And now you're going to see why. We are population capped, essentially, at this point. There will be American tank destroyer. My ally does not really see it, I think. And because he has no infantry there. So I came in support, but it's a little bit too late now because he lost the tank. But I do not want to, you know... I'm kind of committed here. So I'm going to try to push with my infantry and see how far we get. And as you can tell on the right flank, there is a half track. Which is kind of annoying. That's a 50 cal. They're not really protecting that left flank that well, so I feel like more coordinated attack would do wonders. But we simply do not have the numbers. So I want to drop some supplies for my guys on the right, and I'm gonna try to retreat with the officer. But that half track is giving me a lot of trouble, killing a lot of my men, as you can tell. Between the left and the right flank, we're losing a lot at this point. There's a flamethrower there. That is a flamethrower. Okay, we kill him. We kill him big time. And we are in a good position to attack that flank. But now, do we defend our flank or do we attack that one? I bring a scouting vehicle that I used before with great success, I would say. In some previous battles. And I need something to deal with enemy infantry and enemy half-track. This is 234/3. So this is not Puma. This is a different model, but it's really good. For some reason, it switched immediately to heat round. I realized a switch against to deal with enemy infantry, and now I'm kind of stretched across like different areas of the map. And because I brought the 234/3, I do not have enough infantry. So now I either push the left flank or I reinforce my position on the right that I'm losing. I think this is the pivotal moment of the battle. And I'm looking for that half-track over there, but I do not get the angle. And I see enemy bazooka guy over there. And I have no idea what I did. I thought I'm going to have the angle to fire him before he can fire. And then, yeah. I get hit. And just like that, I lose a very valuable asset for free. Essentially did nothing. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. There's a really good position on the extreme right flank. You can see that hill that can overlook D point. That was ideal position to put that thing over there and just lob shells on it. But yeah, mistakes were made. Sometimes when you make one mistake, you kind of continue making other mistakes as well. Oh, that damn half-track, man. That thing killed like 10 of my guys for sure. And he even pulls back. So that was so unfortunate. But seems like we managed to destroy the half-track anyways. And he even has a tank coming in to support his push on my right flank. So they dropped their focus on the center, and they're now focusing on the right flank. And because I decided to help my ally on the right, I got completely exposed on the right. So that was like a very, very bad decision on my part. And as you can tell, my ally is only piling his troops on one point. He's not really spreading anywhere. Now he is. Maybe helping a little bit on the right. Okay, that was pretty good. Pretty neat. Let's see if we can kill that guy in the foxhole over there. That should do it. So because I feel like the right flank is in a really bad position, I'm looking to see... How is that guy still alive? I see the enemy mortar. And I was thinking of like pushing through the middle to go to their point over there, to B point. Because I feel like my right flank is completely exposed and we fell apart in a way. But because they're not focusing on the center anymore, I felt better about, you know, focusing there. He has a lot of infantry hidden. Even has a guy in that building. Quite interesting. But now he's maintaining pressure. Let's see if we can kill those guys. That's a rifle grenadier over there. Yeah, I had like a ton of rifle grenadiers. That's kind of normal for the Americans, if we're being honest. We see a squad. But yeah. I feel like I need more firepower. And now that they took over my right flank, they can strike me for multiple angles in the center. which really, really sucks. And we have to deal with that mortars as well. They're really annoying. These guys are 82nd Airborne. So it's quite an elite squad. I'm gonna try to steal his MG and, you know, some ammo as well. But we are in a really bad position. So those guys managed to kind of dig in on our right flank, and they have 2 tanks on the left. I think they also have a tank on the right. And we are maybe not... We are more encircled than not. You know? It's a bit of a concern. Because I feel like we won infantry battle for the most part during this match, but we lost on the flanks heavily. And I really, really wasted that DP call. I see my guys getting shot by that Sherman, so I'm gonna try to spread them out. This guy's trying to do something, and I don't think he knows what. But this is where we find a bunch of those 82nd guys. That was a really nice nade, but I don't think it, yeah, just exploded in my hands. For some reason, infantry feels a bit more glitchy ever since vaulting became a thing. Yeah, we kill a bazooka guy. Yeah, you just have a lot of infantry. Yeah, I'm trying to push a bit more, but feels like they have so many assets, and oh, this is really bad, like bunching up guys like that. And it feels like we are losing grip on point A in the center. We're still leading, but we have to change some things around here, and I'm thinking of what to buy. Like, do I buy 234/4? This is a vehicle with Pack 40 to deal with enemy tanks. Or do I buy Grille? And I kind of like Grille. I think it's really good. We also bring a flamethrower in the middle because I feel like I need to do something more. So at this point, I'm really addressing my ally. Look at his formation on the map. He's literally camping there. He has maybe a couple of machine guns, a mortar, and a tank destroyer. This is how you play against AI, but this is not how you should play against human opponents. And there is nothing wrong about it, but you know, he's definitely new to multiplayer. And because we were pretty much encircled from 3 sides, we did lose a lot of men in the center. We did lose a lot of men in the center. So now, do you put pressure on the center? Do you put pressure on the right flank? We have to do something effectively because they're controlling like 3.5 points now. That was very close. That was very close. We actually killed 2 tank crews with this one. And I feel like very comfortable positioning Grille over there because I feel like my ally got the left flank. We're deep inside of our position. That's too bad. That's too bad. But now with Grille, effective. Look at that's Pack 38, I believe, from my ally. It's quite exposed over there with enemy infantry. I'm gonna do my best to protect it, to provide some infantry cover, but we'll see how it goes. And this is where my Grille actually hits enemy 60mm mortar and destroys essentially their ammo and everything else. So that was terrific from the Grille. It allowed me to breathe a little bit in the center. But now you can see how positioned my ally is on the bottom left, and the enemy brings a tank. That's 105. He has a ton of infantry, but like those guys are doing nothing. Like, so he wrecks my Grille, and I'm like, man. I was really frustrated by that. But yeah, again, that's my mistake because I should have hit the Grille behind the factory. So it will have to come very close to me if they want to destroy it. My ally wasn't a bad guy, like simply he's new at the game. New at multiplayer. That was a painful experience, and that Factory 8 gets destroyed. That's really, really annoying. I feel like I do not have enough infantry to make a push. And considering that our opponents have a lot of vehicles, making it more and more difficult. Let's see if we can do anything with the flamer. I feel like that was a good one, but we didn't affect anyone with that flame. And of course, we get hit by a shotgun. We burned a couple of guys, but definitely not worth it. Because those guys are super cheap. This is where my ally loses a mortar. Mortar is not that big of a deal. Really, it isn't. But, yep. There's another damn half-track. They simply have too many vehicles. Maybe the better idea was to wait for Pack 43 and just snipe them from far away. There's a lot of firepower on that right flank. A ton. 50 cal, half-track, field mod. There's a lot happening right now. And we do not have enough to stop it. That was an unlucky shot. I'm kind of blocking my sniper to get in a position. That was good. That was good. We knock it out. But now that thing is coming close. Yes, we have pack 40, but the problem is essentially that we cannot take a shot from the enemy. We're gonna get killed. So with that thing gone, only enemy tank remaining, we're gonna try to put some more pressure on the center because we're losing it. And I really hate when that happens, when they just randomly switch ammunition. Ah, damn it. Damn it. He saw me. I'm not quite sure how he was able to see me that far, but yeah. He might have an officer. He might have an officer. And just like that, another DP coal wasted. So that will be 3 out of 3 for me now. 3 out of 3. Let's see that nade though. Those guys are still alive. Look, we're somehow competing for that center. But that guy was so close. Look at that thing. That guy's so close. So I'm thinking of like what to bring. I'm gonna have to bring something to push the enemy back. They're just dominating with their vehicles. And we are playing the Germans, man. So, kind of disrespectful. So, I opt for a Tiger. But it always sucks to be boxed in. Always. We hit the turret, I believe. But it just managed to run away. That kind of sucked. We're gonna push our scouts on the right, and we're gonna bring a sniper as well in support. Now I cannot really push with my Tiger because I do not know what's on the extreme right flank. I do not control it, so I do not want to lose a Tiger. That will be a terrible thing. We're gonna try to take that Lafayette and maybe push a little bit. Yeah, it's impossible for me to hit him. I can see a bomber coming in, so preemptively I'm gonna move my Tiger. But it seems like that bomber was targeting my my infantry in the center. I don't think it did much, but they simply have a lot of vehicles in the back. They managed to fix that thing. I think it ricocheted. The shell was weaker because of had to go through the walls and stuff. So we didn't manage to kill that half-track. And let's see if we can finish it off. Yep. That was good. So I see that thing over there. I shoot, I miss. And just like that. And just like that. And we again miss. Oh, how bad of a luck that is. Boy oh boy. Boy oh boy. That was bad. But if nothing else, we are very desperate, and pushing somehow, we are able to establish ourselves on D point. Because enemies are very, very close to victory. They need like 25 points. Okay, we kill those guys. That field bot is still over there. Let's see if we can deal with it. We're gonna take Panzerfaust. Damn it, we hit the turret instead of the hull. I'm thinking of dropping smoke to protect my crew and my Tiger. And can we destroy it? Yep. That 234/1 is gone. This is something that my ally used, but they managed to fix it. So now we're controlling 3 points again. But we are losing big time. It seems like they're pushing the entire squad over there. Let's see what we can do with our nades. That was a really good nade. We get a ton of guys. You should never keep all of your guys in the house like that. Maybe only a few on the windows, but they're like a really prime target for enemy explosives and, you know, tanks. That mortar hit the tank directly. It's a very, very unlikely shot, to put it that way. But we have to control the right flank. We have to do it. Like, there is no other way. I'm bringing some extra tank crew for my Tiger. You see how weak we are in the center? Yeah, we're in a world of trouble right now. Okay, this one is fixed. Pretty much fixed. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna try to bring my anti-tank crew forward. I tried to spot that slugger over there, but I can't. There it is. Now I see it, but there's another problem. I'm gonna expose myself to that Sherman. I'm gonna show my flank if I continue to push. So it's such a bad position to be in. I do have a better tank, but if I expose myself, I'm gonna get destroyed. Luckily, Tiger was able to destroy the half-track, at least. At least something. But they still have a lot of infantry. And now they have a coordinated assault, both in the center and on the right flank. I'm trying to bring more units as well. So let's see if we can get close enough with the Panzerschreck. So unlucky. Come on. This is the luckiest tank in history. And I think we hit it. I think that was a hit, but did nothing for some reason. Or maybe I missed again because I got shot. Absolutely the luckiest tank you ever see. And we hit it again, but we do not destroy it. Yeah. Now that field mod is out. You got hit many, many times with different weapons. But now I found its end. I think now maybe also might be the point to push with the Tiger. But I'm just like overwhelmed by what's happening with infantry. And they have another tank coming in, regardless. Yeah, we clear them up pretty well. Okay, that's a super Pershing. That's a bit of an issue. Ah, damn it, I didn't see that guy on time. We tossed a NATO. Again, this is a bit of an issue. We see another bomber flying in. I was thinking they're gonna bomb something else, but look at this. The massive bomb in the center wipes out the entire squad. Maybe even a little bit more than that. So now Cap is completely in the enemy's favor. They might even have an officer there. And because I bought a Tiger, I'm really out of resources for infantry. It's a massive squad over there. Let's see if we can do something about it. That was a great nade. That was a great nade. I tried. I can say I tried. I'm trying to ping to my ally like, dude, we have to take it. We have to take it. It really feels like too little too late. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has an officer somewhere. Because he lost so many men and he's still plus 10. Yeah, that's definitely it as an officer. And I'm looking for it. to see if I can find him. Get killed. The problem is you cannot really toss a nade there. And this is where we'll lose. There are a couple of reasons why we lost this one. The first one was me kind of helping the ally on the left, but it was kind of clear that he's not going to be able to take it with a single tank. I should have controlled my own flank. If I had those Sturm Grenadiers on the right, when the push happened, you know, that would not materialize. It would be way more difficult for them to push. And I literally wasted all of my special call-ins. Literally, there is no excuse for that. I wasted 2, 3, 4. It's just like so bad. The Grille got destroyed easily. Again, I should not have positioned it there. The better position was, you know, behind the factory walls. Then the only way they could destroy it would be to come from my side and not from my allies' side. That's very conservatively defended. And yeah, just stuff like that. I would advise my ally to use more infantry. He played as you would play against, you know, AI. It's simply not going to work against players. So use the infantry, spread them out, use them for vision, cover your flanks, put more pressure on enemy points. But I myself did a lot of mistakes. Simply could not sometimes decide to push the left or the right. I had some bad luck as well with some of the shots, but I think we were soundly defeated in this one. We got outmaneuvered and outplayed by our opponents, so kudos to them. And I hope we meet again on the battlefield. See you the next one, guys. Bye-bye for now.